What's up, party people? Mr. ASMR Boy here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And we are going to continue with the Big League Chew. Bomb. If you have not tried Big League Chew, get you some. I believe it was about like $2 for this pack. I know it's not good for you, but it is really sweet, really good. My only complaint is that I feel like it loses its flavor faster than, say, 5 gum. So I hope you are all well. It has been a minute since I spoke to you guys, maybe almost like, I think it's been almost 2 weeks. The last time I spoke to you all, I was getting ready to go to Las Vegas, and I am back. So I went to Vegas actually 1 full week ago. I went last Friday. And came back on Monday, so was there maybe about 2.5 days, and it was a fun time, but I feel like I want more gum. Alright, I felt like I was chewing super fast or loud. But yeah, so went on a week ago last Friday to this past Monday, and it was a lot of fun. It was obviously still not regular, normal, like hype Las Vegas, but it was still a lot of fun, and still glad that I went. And it took us so long to get there, though. Like, when I tell you long, it took us forever. So we left my apartment last Friday. I got picked up from my cousin. There was 4 of us who drove together, and we left at 2 p.m. maybe like 2:05, 2:10. It was probably 2:10 because we were struggling fitting in my luggage with theirs, which I packed fairly light, but I actually packed pretty light, but we could not fit my suitcase in the trunk. I legit thought for a second that we were gonna have to leave it in like Big Roy. That's what they call me. That's what my cousins call me, Big Roy. I thought I was gonna go naked like all weekend, or have to wear the same outfit, flip my underwear inside out. I don't know, I'm sure I could have gotten creative, but luckily we fit it after like about 5 minutes of readjusting, and I also brought like a smaller size ice chest that fits about like 30 items in there, 30 drinks, and I had to put that down at my feet. So I mean, it was we were just slightly crammed, but we made it work. I would rather do that than have to drive, because I don't like driving, let alone to Las Vegas. I feel like it's the boringest drive ever. Well, I don't know. If you go with fun people, is not a boring drive, but it comes down to I don't really like to drive that much. Hence the reason why I got a Tesla that can drive itself. So, but anyway, back to the story on how it took us 50 years to arrive. So we leave my apartment at about 2:10, and my one of my cousins was hungry, and so we stopped at the McDonald's down the street, and there was a line, a ginormous line, with about maybe like 20 cars or something like that, and we waited. So we also, so we got our food, and shout out to my cousin Cal. His name's Caleb. He may watch this. He's the one that we stopped at McDonald's for, and waited about 35 minutes in the drive-thru. But I wasn't even hungry, but I think I ended up getting something myself. I just did like one of the basic cheeseburgers because I was like, oh geez, everyone's getting something now, so I'll get a cheeseburger. And so by the time we get out of McDonald's area, it's like maybe like 2:40, like 2:45, and then we reach the freeway. It's about 2:50 by the time we get on the freeway. And obviously, like, I live in Southern California, and we do have a lot of people, but I live in the inland area. I don't live in the LA area, but even the traffic these days in the inland areas around like drive time, like rush hour, well, 2:50 is not even really considered a drive time. It should be, but the freeway was like a parking lot. We literally went about 15 miles an hour just to reach Victorville. So if you are from the area, it took us an hour and a half to get from Redlands to Victorville, and that's about like 30 miles. It took us an hour and a half to get 30 miles. We were driving about 15 miles an hour all the way up. So it took us an hour and a half to get to Victorville, and then we were already in the car for a half hour getting McDonald's, so that was already a 2-hour drive. And then after we passed Apple Valley area, the traffic let up a bit, so it wasn't so bad after that. And then we are approaching Barstow, and I have to pee. So now I have to pee. Oh, and I forgot to mention this part, but I had gotten my COVID vaccine the day before, and I still went to Vegas, so I wasn't feeling too hot on that drive. But that's besides the point. But that just also threw in another loop, just because I had a really bad headache, and I was pretty sleepy on the drive up there. But anyway, so we are approaching Barstow, maybe about 20 minutes to Barstow. All of a sudden I have to pee. So I tell my cousin, can we stop somewhere? I have to kind of pee. And so there's this place that I recommended, and I recommend it to you too if you haven't been and you're on your way to Las Vegas or Utah or Colorado, wherever you go that you drive through Barstow. It is a place called Eddie's World, and Eddie's World is a ginormous, I'm gonna call it a goodie because they sell ice cream, they have pizza, they have a whole bunch of like novelty items, they have a bunch of specialized candies, they have a coffee shop, some souvenirs. I don't know why you would want a souvenir from Barstow, but I mean, you never know. Oh, they got beef jerky. I was tempted to buy some of the beef jerky, try it out, because I am a resident beef jerky eater, so, but I didn't. But yeah, it's called Eddie's World, and their bathrooms have always been clean, and it's newer. I want to say it's maybe like 3 to 5 years old, this whole center. And I don't know about the women's restroom, obviously, but I know the men's bathroom has about maybe like 20 stalls and like 30 urinals, and they seem pretty clean. My cousin who had went to the women's restroom, hers was literally like wet. The floor was still wet too from them having just cleaned it. So highly recommend Eddie's World. But anyway, so we get back in the car. I start eating a bunch of beef jerky because I had taken beef jerky with me that I bought at Costco, because your boy gets hungry. I should have stopped eating the beef jerky at some point. I kept eating it and then I got a really bad stomach ache. And I think because I had been taking, Tylenol every like 6-7 hours due to the vaccine, plus the peppered beef jerky, and I didn't really eat like a full meal that day. My stomach was hurting, like not hurting like you gotta go shit or anything like that, but hurting like a burning feeling almost. And it went away after I like took some Tums and drank some green tea, got my ass out the car. But yeah, it was an interesting ride, and we finally arrived at about 7:50 to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. We had reservations at Wolfgang Puck at the MGM at 6:30. Since we were originally leaving at 2 p.m., we were like, we'll probably get there like 5:30. We'll have an hour. Didn't happen. So at some point during the drive, I modified our reservations and made it for 8 p.m. And as I mentioned, it's 7:50 and we are in the valet line, realizing that there are no valet attendants because valet is still canceled due to, the current state of the globe. So at 7:50, we are now making our way to the ginormous parking garage and have to park ourselves and get our own stuff down, carry it to the room. But so, like I said, we had reservations at Wolfgang Puck at 6:30. There was no way we were gonna make those. Canceled them, modified it for 8 p.m. And now we are running late for the 8 p.m. reservation because it's 7:50. We haven't even parked. We haven't even checked into our room. We need to get our stuff down. So we missed that. We missed that reservation too. So that really kind of stinks because I really wanted to eat there and wanted to try their food because I've heard some good stuff about it. But if you've been to Wolfgang Puck's in Las Vegas or any of their other locations, let me know what did you order, or if you've heard of somebody's experience, fill a brother in. Oh, and that's not it. So as we're entering the parking garage, I call Wolfgang Puck's. Like a host answers, I believe, and I let her know that it's, we're gonna be we're running like 20 minutes behind with our room checking in, like we just got in. Is it an issue? and she kind of put us on hold, came back and said it wasn't an issue as long as we were there by 8:20. Well, we weren't there by 8:20. We were not there by 8:20, so we missed that reservation too. So we missed the first reservation, we missed the modified reservation, and then we missed the, me calling and saying we're running 20 minutes behind, but if we're there within 20 minutes, we can still show up reservation. I think that's one of the most kind of difficult things in Vegas specifically, is having to, I like reservations. I think it's great. I think that's a great concept because I like to know what I'm doing and like to kind of plan ahead. And but it didn't work for us that day. I think just because we got in, that probably wasn't the best move. But so we ended up checking into our room, and then we walked to Target, which was down the street, maybe like a block and a half or something. I loaded up on some, probiotics and some green tea because I was like, I need to get this stomach ache out the way because I'm trying to drink. So that first night I didn't drink at all. I didn't drink anything just because I didn't want to upset my stomach anymore. So we walked over to New York and got food. It was about 10 p.m. at this point, and literally almost every restaurant was like closed, except for a pizza place, which that's where my cousins got food from. And I got food from a place called I forgot what the place is called. Oh, Tom's Urban. So I got food from Tom's Urban. It was actually pretty good. It was a cornbread pancake and chicken bites, and I thought it was good. I was going for something super starchy just because I felt like that's what my body needed at that point, just because I went like a whole day almost without eating like a meal, and and I guess it worked because the next day I felt fine. But on Saturday we went to a place called Beer Park, and it's an outdoor, literally on the roof, or on a roof at the Paris in Las Vegas, overlooking the strip. It's pretty, they got a great view, and they sell like a ton of drinks. They have like a full drink menu, and you know how a restaurant is good is when they have like a small, succinct like menu with 20 items on it. So it's a pretty condensed menu, and I got like a fried chicken sandwich, and I was just eating like crazy. I actually wasn't eating like crazy, but in retrospect it kind of was. I don't know, but so I got a fried chicken sandwich, some fries. Our table got like a giant pretzel, shared it, and I also got a cranberry vodka. I was being basic. I literally took with me the I took some sake, which we did drink 3 of them, but I brought 6 of them with me. I also brought some vodka mules from Bevmo. They're already in a can, ready to go. And some Palomas, which is like squirt and tequila, also from Bevmo. I didn't drink any of the Palomas or any of the vodka mules. Still got them in my fridge because I was trying not to drink anything that had like a ton of carbonation, just because my stomach was on the iffy side. So kept it real basic at Beer Park. But yeah, Beer Park is basically almost like an outdoor brewery on the Las Vegas Strip, and I highly recommend that spot. That was my second time going there, and I enjoyed it again, and the weather was nice. Now, I don't know about doing so in the thick of the Las Vegas summer when the heat is like 105 every day. Yeah, I might have to take a pass on it then, but it was great in the fall. I had went, and then just last week, which I think is still considered winter, but spring's almost here. After that, we went to a place called the Sugar Factory, and we went to the mall, which was I believe the mall was called Fashion Show Mall, which is across the street from the Wynn, and also across the street from the Trump Plaza. And so we went there. I found out they had a Sugar Factory. We got one of those. Okay, so it's normally like a giant fishbowl of a drink. It's literally like $42. And since we got them to go, because we either had to get them to go or it was a 2-hour wait to get in. Literally, if you don't make reservations for something, everything's about a 2-3 hour wait. But even walking in, we knew we were just gonna get our drinks and dip. So we basically got we each got 3 whole drinks, which made up for that giant fishbowl. So it was actually really good, and they are the drinks that have the, damn, what's that ice called? That's like extra cold, and it makes your drink like smoky up top. So that's what we got. It also had like a gummy shark inside. Mine had a gummy shark because I got the blue one. My cousins had like watermelon gummies in them, but they were bomb. It is kind of on the pricey side, $40, but I did get 3 of them. And oh shoot, and I even ended up giving one away just because I was like, I'm trying to be buzzed, but I'm not trying to be blacked out, I actually got these sunglasses from that mall. Kind of dirty right now, but they are Quay, Australia. Got them from Nordstrom out there. I have been needing like a solid black pair of sunglasses, so I do like these ones though. And they were only $65, which is cool. So yeah, if you guys are needing some sunglasses, it is spelled Quay, and the company is from Australia. They sell them at Nordstrom. You can find them at other big like department stores too, but the great thing about this brand, I feel, is that their products are pretty high quality without the $300 price, because some sunglasses are literally $300, which is crazy. I tried some on and they were like $380. I was like, let me put this shit back real quick. But yeah, and then we got an Uber to the Cosmopolitan. That's the crazy thing is right now, the Ubers, ever since this whole pandemic, a lot of the Uber drivers, their work went way down just because people aren't traveling. Usually in Las Vegas, prior to all this, you would have to wait maybe about 3 to 5 minutes for an Uber, which is not bad. We had to wait about 20 to 25 minutes every time for an Uber, which is crazy. But so we got dropped off at the Cosmopolitan, and then we walked back to MGM. We all took a nap because we were tired from walking so much, and then woke up from the nap about 9, got some food, and then none of us wanted to go to, there was this bar we were supposed to go to, but everyone was kind of like burnt out a bit and just wanted to chill, so we drank in the room and played What Are the Odds? It's like a dare game, which was a lot of fun. But the next day, Sunday, went to the Hershey's bar. There's a bar, and it is a Hershey's bar, and got they sell martinis, chocolate martinis. And man, they are strong as a bug. Like, I got a peanut butter chocolate martini, and my cousins got the death by chocolate, and theirs was really death by chocolate because that shit was even stronger than mine. And I actually finished mine, and I liked it, but I definitely felt a little buzz after that. And then after that, we went to Krispy Kreme donuts, and then we went to one of those slushy places. Like, they have Fat Tuesdays there. This one wasn't a Fat Tuesday, but I got like a slushy drink with vodka in it. I think I did like pina colada and strawberry, and that was bomb too. Drank that pretty fast, and then I felt like a little bit of a tension headache, I think, just from drinking different kinds of drinks, because I missed this part. That morning, Sunday morning, I started with sake, and then like the sweetness from the other drinks, I think it kind of gave me a little headache, but went back to the room for a little bit. Oh, I missed another point too. I got a bomb sandwich. Yes, a bomb sandwich. Sandwiches are my thing. It is from the New York, New York. It's called a Sky High, and it's like a pastrami sandwich. Literally, like, well, I said like this, but it's more like this. Huge bomb. If you are in Las Vegas anytime soon, or you're planning on going, get a pen ready, or get your phone ready. Jot this down. Greenberg's Deli at New York, New York. Greenberg's Deli at New York, New York. It is fire. Literally some of the best, or literally to me, the best New York style sandwich shops in the US. Well, one of the best New York style sandwich shops on the West Coast. So, Greenberg's Deli, so bomb at New York, New York, Las Vegas. Alright, now that PSA is out of the way. So the last thing we did was we went to Top Golf. As some of you may know, I am a big fan of golfing. That's why one of the things I did for my 30th birthday. So golfed. It's more like a driving range, just like a hitting range. So I'm sure some of you guys know what Top Golf is, but if you don't, it's basically a restaurant bar over a driving range, and you just whack the crap out of the golf ball, and it's fun. You kind of compete against everyone you go with, and the greatest thing about like the one in Las Vegas is you have a whole view of the strip, a view of the back of the strip, so it's super nice and really cool and a fun activity. But if you guys go to Las Vegas anytime soon, I also recommend that spot, Top Golf. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can actually see me at Top Golf whacking the crap out of one of the balls. Looks like it almost went over the fence, and it almost did, but yeah, you can see that on my IG at Manny Boy Sandoval. And then that was it. We came home super early on Monday. We got home in about like 3 hours and 10 minutes, and it was raining, but yeah, it was a good trip. Super grateful to have been able to go and have fun with my cousins, and definitely want to do it again in the future. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you all for watching, listening. I actually have a couple friends stopping by, coming over. We're gonna get grab some food, maybe have like one drink, and then maybe play a couple rounds of Mario Kart or something. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I promise the next video will come sooner. Talk to you soon. Peace.